I first remember learning about my grandmother and her dementia because I kept asking questions as to why does she keep asking me the same question or what is happening in high school. And that's when I really learned about dementia and how it affects people and how it affects the loved ones that are around the people.
Well, for dementia in particular, we know that one of the greatest risk factors for developing dementia is older age. So of course, with advances in medical technology making us capable of living longer, I've seen family members develop memory issues to the point of where it's pathological. So for sure, my life has been touched in that way.
There are different forms of brain disease, and I think all of us are affected, whether in our intimate circles or wider community, in terms of mental illness, in terms of simple injuries like concussion.
My maternal grandmother had multi-infarct dementia, which is different than Alzheimer's disease, but presents similarly.
And so I saw kind of firsthand the way that it impacted her behavior and her quality of life.
So there are two major points with TRIDENT. First, there is the scientific expertise that's unique in the world, and the sort of state-of-the-art equipment as well that would allow us to do things that nobody else in the world really can do in terms of making sure that we're as close to humans as possible using animal models.
I think it's going to allow us to actually create therapeutics that when we take them to clinical trial are showing the same benefits that we're seeing in our animal models or cell models in the patients. And that's really the ultimate goal of, I think, this research is to benefit patients.
The process of developing new drugs effective on this pathology is very risky, and we need TRIDENT because we need to put together multiple institutions, new preclinical models, able to screen drug candidates before they arrive at the clinical trials to understand which candidates are good and which cannot go to the human.
TRIDENT provides access to cutting-edge tools for cognitive testing, magnetic resonance imaging, and also for optical imaging techniques. So these are techniques that essentially would be impossible to assemble in a single lab.
TRIDENT provides a collaborative framework that empowers researchers to work on long-term ambitious projects.
We're making these tools available to researchers all around the world, whether they're in academia or pharmaceutical industry, speeding up the advancement of discoveries by allowing us to build upon what we have already developed.
We need a platform like TRIDENT because if you look at how many drugs or how many treatments starts in the research and how many of them ends up being approved by FDA or any other regulatory body, you will know that there is a problem, because I can say with absolute confidence there might be thousands of drugs that starts in the trial phases and never made it to the market.
So TRIDENT provides a unique platform that unites experts from multiple institutions, streamlining preclinical research for neurodegenerative diseases. And given the complexity of brain diseases, it's crucial to have a collaborative platform that pools resources, data, and expertise.
Because of the resources through TRIDENT, it's made us, think differently. People from Ravi to Marco, they come with a lot of different perspectives, so they often force you out of your box, make you think about these diseases from different angles.
TRIDENT is unique in that it bridges all the way from the molecular cellular level up to behavior, crossing across those different levels of analysis using cognition, human relevant cognition, and imaging. And I think that is absolutely key for understanding the brain basis of these neurodegenerative disorders and then ultimately finding a cure.
But I think what's really exciting for me, especially with someone with an engineering background who's migrated towards neuroscience, is this idea of a pipeline from iPSCs, well, even before that, from drug development, through iPSCs, through the mouse models, and then into the marmoset, and having all these go, no-go pathways.
TRIDENT is taking 30 years of development in neuroimaging from my lab and starting to apply it to some really impactful problems, such as evaluating neurotherapeutics for Alzheimer's, for Parkinson's, and probably many others in the years to come.
So TRIDENT stands out for its comprehensive and holistic approach by combining advanced research methods across multiple models such as iPSCs, organoids, and mouse model systems. It greatly increases the likelihood of success in new therapies, positioning it to a total game changer in the field.
Yeah, I think it's going to transform preclinical testing. We are currently in the validation stage of the platform, and once the platform is validated, once we have animal models established for neurodegenerative diseases, then it offers a great platform for anybody who wants to test neurotherapeutics to come and leverage our services.
Because TRIDENT has such a unique organization and system, I feel like whatever comes out of this will have a long-lasting impact on the way we do research, but also translate our findings.
What TRIDENT really helped me to do was to sort of broaden the scope of my collaborations, particularly at Western, getting sort of more access to some of the behavioral testing, the neuroimaging that Western specializes in.
My hope is through TRIDENT's work and its collaborators, other neuroscientists and researchers in the field of drug discovery will learn to appreciate the importance of behavior and cognition as a clinical endpoint.
Reassuring thing to know that people care enough to kind of really look into different drug options and explore different avenues so that it have hope that one day there might be some kind of treatment or hopefully, ideally, a cure.